Do you think it's too early to start doing your holiday shopping? The folks behind the Make It Alaska Festival don't think so. A popular Anchorage morning DJ confessed to a number of crimes against kids, including owning and sending out child porn and sexting with minors. And I'm Emily Carlson. How long has Dan Sullivan been a resident of Alaska? The handling of the National Guard scandal came up at today's Anchorage Chamber of Commerce forum between the governor and his challenger, Bill Walker. Walker says the governor's handling of a difficult situation has been clumsy from the start, and today's firings, coupled with the Anchorage School District's announcement that it will not allow Guard recruiters to visit schools, shows it's too little, too late. And I'm Emily Carlson. A federal court judge in Alaska today denied the state's request to stop same-sex marriages from going ahead. Well, a new burger joint with a twist is coming to the Sears Mall. Well, it was that unbelievable image you saw right here on Nightcast last night that had everyone talking today. Well, the DEA is cracking down on drug abuse by putting new restrictions on refills of addictive painkillers. Yeah. More than 40 crew members dumped into the Bering Sea when a South Korean fishing boat sank on Sunday are still missing. While the Coast Guard admits there's a very slim chance of any of them surviving the frigid waters, they continue to search.
Well, it feels as if fall is, at this point, holding on for dear life.
Yeah, but temperatures will soon take a nosedive. Carlos is here with the first look at the forecast. Hey, Carlos.
Yeah.
Earlier tonight, Governor Parnell removed 3 high-ranking members in hopes of restoring trust and faith in leadership. The effort continues tonight to find a new leader of the Alaska National Guard. General Thomas Katkiss resigned earlier this month following the scathing report regarding sexual assault. Meanwhile, supporters of the victims still have plenty to say. For the first time in 5 years, a Peace Corps recruiter is in Alaska to shed light on the program and its changes. Today, Recruiter was talking to students at UAA about its opportunities to serve overseas. Well, it doesn't matter how cold it is tonight because those high school football players, they're going to play no matter what.
You're not allowed to play in the heat here. I mean, what is this?
It's a rule.
This isn't Florida. This isn't Texas. This is Alaska, folks. This is football final.
Here we go.
Here's our music on KTVA as we put a bow on the regular season.
Well, when do you want school to start and how long should Christmas break be?
Really long. The Mat-Su-Borough School District says your opinion matters.
Well, the city of Nome has a big project of its own in mind. State's 2016 budget is out, although Governor Bill Walker says there will be a number of changes before he publishes the final version in February. And that was founded by Mary Rita and Dr. Hope, and it funds projects for women who have GYN cancer.
It's quite a campaign to raise awareness, and I know you'll be helping to raise that awareness. You'll have more for us tomorrow. That's
right. Tomorrow we talk to a woman who is part of a GYN cancer program, and she's trying to live life to the fullest every single day. But what about outgoing Senator and past Anchorage Mayor Mark Begich? A lot of people are talking about him. And here's what he had to say when we asked him about it this morning on Daybreak. Eric Peterson was backcountry skiing in the Rainbow Mountains on Saturday when the avalanche took him by surprise. Peterson, a track and football coach in several Anchorage high schools, was killed. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we talk to other stores about how the new restaurant is working to revitalize the mall. Well, a naval ship with Anchorage ties will go down in history for its help in helping NASA get to Mars. This morning, the Orion spacecraft successfully launched into orbit. Administrators say it marks the beginning of the Mars era. The spacecraft orbited Earth about 3,600 miles into space. Well, it's a collection that really rocks. A radio host police say was shot to death by his foster child was remembered today. Marvel Johnson hosted the popular show Soul to Soul on public radio station KSKA for more than 30 years. A request for emails from the governor's office revealing how it handled allegations of sexual assault in the military is denied. Well, it's only a matter of time before enterovirus 68 makes its way to Alaska. That's the word from the manager of Alaska's infectious disease program. Dr. Michael Cooper says it wouldn't be surprising to see the respiratory illness that has affected children in the lower 48 pop up soon here in Alaska.
Feeling good.
The look of sheer determination on Matt Kenny's face says it all.
Yeah, brother!
I will summit Mount Marathon.
Perseverance, just just to finish what I couldn't start that day.
That day was July 4th, 2012. Matt slipped and fell more than 30 feet on the mountain. He suffered a traumatic brain injury. Doctors told him he would never walk or talk.
Good job.
It took months of rehab in Colorado and months of climbing with friends to get him where he is today.
Looking good, actually a couple minutes faster than the other day.
This tattoo reminds him to keep one foot in front of the other.
4 words: accomplish everything without fear.
Good job, Matt. Keep smiling, man.
2 years after he nearly died, Matt is back to finish what he started.
The only part that'll never go away is my drive for today. That's part of me that you just don't turn off.
Matt isn't climbing for time. He's here for himself,
Oh my God.
his family, and the running community that helped him recover. His final time, 2 hours, 20 minutes. But that was a moot point compared to the reception at the finish line.
Way to go, sir.
I'm so proud of you.
This kiss from wife Gretchen, more precious than any race victory.
I'm so proud of you.
Matt Kenny has different priorities than Matt Kenny 2 years ago. He crossed the finish line thanks to his family.
To come back to this today is just, I can't explain it.
I was looking forward to it. Going through the rocks where I had my accident 2 years ago. I was looking forward to the people at the bottom screaming.
Way to go, buddy.
A picture today that will inspire other runners for years to come. In Seward, Emily Carlson, KTVA 11 News. Towards the back of the pack of elite mountain climbers.
Slow it down, Oog. Let him go ahead.
G and her grandson Oogie began their journey towards the top of the mountain. They're not racing for time.
Good morning.
Good morning, honey. Move your butt.
Gwendolyn or G. Carlson is a 2-time cancer survivor. She's climbing the mountain here at Alyeska to prove something to herself.
No one gets left behind. Come on.
And her girls. They call themselves the Extra Toughs. They're all survivors of GYN cancer.
When I went through my first cancer, I did it with just my 10-year-old daughter. And I don't ever want to see another woman have to do that.
Together, they're changing their outlook on life.
I'm so freaking proud of you!
None of these women have ever hiked before, let alone climb a mountain. A 2,000-foot pile of dirt that symbolizes everything that's gone wrong in their lives.
Certain kind of people will let things happen to themselves all their lives, and it becomes a mountain. This is like saying, no, no more. I'm not going to build any more mountains.
This climb is their chance to overcome years of regrets and inactivity.
Tastes good.
But it won't be easy. 2.2 miles straight up. And as G will tell you, she's not in great shape.
If only I'd worked harder. If only I could have done one more.
A lifetime of excuses she's ending today.
You got this, baby girl. Come on.
Cindy takes a spill, but G won't let her quit.
Deep breath. You got it. Look at what you've done. We won't quit. Not this time. Not today.
At 1.7 miles, Cindy's legs start going numb.
She's gonna make it.
Oh, my legs.
You'll make it.
But G offers her support, physically pushing her to keep one foot in front of the other. After nearly 3 hours, the physical exertion becomes almost too much.
Your sweat tastes horrible.
Come on, everybody come together.
But with cheers from their oncologist, Dr. Hope.
Good job.
The women know it's time to dig deep and finish for themselves.
Babu?
There's my Oogie.
Oogie gives his grandma one last hug to help push her to the finish line. Together, the Extra Toughs doing something they never imagined they were strong enough to complete.
Now I know I can do things. Before I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Why would I go up a mountain? What for?
It's a realization that's taken decades.
I'm taking me back. And when you get that moment, it is so liberating. It's wonderful.
A high on this mountain that will certainly last a lifetime.
Thank you. Now I'll take that champagne.
In Girdwood, Emily Carlson, KTVA 11 News.